game, son. This joint right here, Tyson's punch out.
Yeah, you damn right, get it right, lay him out like I am Mike. Brooklyn representing, and you know that's right. In the club, everybody wanna act tough. Rich man, cuz now touch them up, fix to the face, now that's what's up. If the bouncers tried to push me, I ain't leaving, man. Guns so in the caravan, you get it too if that's your man. Fist is flying, crying, cuz Sabu got stomped out. Trampolining on his chest, even Roy Jones got punched out. De La Hoya caught it too, so what that makes you? Another victim, easy picking. I ain't tripping. I love the drama, and I love the karma. What goes around comes around, and I'll be waiting for you. Y'all niggas get punched out. Find tracks at the boy, you get punched out. Put your hands in the air, you get punched out. Everybody everywhere, you get punched out. What you say? You keep it thorough, your ass will get knocked out. Your name is trouble, your ass will get knocked out. You keep it gully, right? Your ass will get knocked out. Your boys up in the side, your ass will get knocked out.
Welcome back, Dungeon Nation, to the third episode of season 2 of the Dungeon with Amillieo. I'm your boy Amillieo, of course, and I have a special guest in the dungeon today to shield you guys. Coming all the way from the BX, no other than Black Brennan. Black Brennan, thanks for coming to the show, man.
No problem.
I appreciate it, man. Now, Black Brennan, this is like a PUBG fanatic. If y'all know what PUBG is, PUBG is a game where you start off at the beginning of the game, you all start on a airplane or whatever like that, and you drop off the sky, and you gotta go get weapons and all that stuff or whatever like that, and gather stuff. And the last man standing gets the chicken dinner. Tell me what the chicken dinner's about, man.
Chicken dinner, 100 people.
Yes.
Drop on the ground. Get your guns.
Yes.
Get your backpack.
That's right.
Get ready. Last man standing, winner, chicken dinner.
Yes. And we suck in that. We are like the worst.
He sucks.
No, we suck. Shout outs to Rem, shout outs to Rod, shout out to them, because at the end of the day,
Shout out to Big Time, my partner.
Big Time as well. But let me share this with you.
And Rod.
Yes.
Full.
Yes. But you know, that's here and there. But anyway, PUBG, if you haven't played PUBG, this is like it's a good game. It's a good go against Call of Duty and all that stuff, but this is a PUBG guy, man. He's loving so much. He came in here with fatigues on, man. So I mean, I don't know what the hell we doing, but
Shout out to Uptown Cat. Shout out to Pressure.
pressure.
That's right.
All right. So today, right on this episode, I'm gonna have this an H2O episode. He don't drink, so I'm gonna respect this thing. I got some water here, so you know, I'm gonna drink it or do that with some water here, man. Cheers, my brother. Oh, don't mess with my thing. Don't mess with. No, don't worry about that. That thing is like a tank. But anyway, man, have you been looking at the episodes?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. How you been doing? What you think about the last episode?
Last episode was cool.
Matter of fact,
What this guy doing?
I had to bring in my joint there. You know what I'm saying? Last episode with Crystal, I saw y'all had your Voltron. I wanted to show y'all the newer version.
Brand, this is not a Voltron episode.
It's
This
not
is-
a Voltron
this is
episode.
Atari.
You
This is
asked
a-
me about the last episode, so I'm telling you I brought my friend with me. Specifically.
Put him back. Put him
Because I
back.
had the-
All right. So
the last
where's he?
episode.
I don't even know where he's from, man.
Who, Voltron?
Yeah. It's a first. You got a guy come on this. He does his own
Voltron
thing on my
from
show.
another galaxy.
Wait, you like the show? You like the last show?
Yes, I did.
What you think about Crystal?
Crystal made me bring my Voltron.
Nice. As you see, when you live the geek life, you never get the girl. So you know. Hey, Cecil, get out of here. This is not your episode. But anyway, yeah. So end of the day, you know, we have a high expectation this episode because you know we set records with the last episode. But I think that we're gonna do good, man. We're going over to 5200, and yeah, this is a classic system. What you know about this system?
Well, I know this was the one after the 2600.
Yes.
It had a lot of problems. Then they came out with the 7200. But this is actually the second model.
7800.
They had the 26, the 52, and the 7800. This is the second model for the 5200.
Now, if you're not aware of the 5200, let me let y'all school y'all with this. This came out in 1982. Now, the Nintendo came out in 85. And then the 7800 came out in 86. Because this was so much of a failure, they had to and come out with a 7800. This is trash. As I always say, a lot of stuff that I have in my collection. However, it's 2 models of this, by the way. As you see, this shit is mad heavy. My arm is hurting me right now, but that's another story. It got a big little hidden case here. You can hide stuff in there or whatever like that. I don't know what this is for, but
It's for the controllers. When you look at your cell phone, the reason the cell phone looks the way it does is because it is mocked after the 5200 controller.
all right. I'm glad he said that. So, right here I have the 5200 controller.
And it looks just like a cell phone. Beep, boop,
Yes.
boop, boop, boop.
You cannot put controls in it, my brother. For the simple fact that these are known for breaking. This is why the system failed, because this controller is probably broken right now. Last time I played it worked, but this is notorious for breaking, this controller. Even though this is the first controller that had a pause button, a restart, and all that
First
stuff.
controller that have a pause.
Yes.
button. And that's what it was also. Listen, the original one had 1, 2, 3. It had 4 ports.
Okay.
So this was the first game where you could have a gang of people in the room and you play 4 people on the game.
True.
Right.
However, this joystick right here, let me see this real quick, suck. So if you want to collect this system now, most likely this joystick is broken. So what you have to do is go to a third party, and I know you don't know about this
And get
one.
that one.
Yes.
Right there.
The Wicco. This right here. Yeah, he's pointing
Yeah,
out
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. I have a couple of these joysticks right here. But the ill is you can find a bunch of these controllers right here. This is not a hard problem.
no
to
numbers
find.
on it, though.
No. True. However, you have to get this piece right here, which costs you like $200. See this piece right here that's connected?
Uh-huh.
You can't find this piece right here. You still gotta plug this in to this system, right? You plug it in. Let me show you. And then, at the end of the day, you still gotta plug this in to this plug so you can press start and then you play the game because this is broken.
Right.
That was the failure of the 5200.
And the problem was, it was almost 5 times the amount of the other systems. The 2600 run around, let's say $50. This was running like $249.
$249.
$250.
I gotta do my Amilleo's notes on that one. I don't know how much it was, but
it was running like $250. The other one, when it came out, the 7800, I think it was like $180, and that's part of the reason this joint failed. It was too expensive. It had the 4 ports, and you see the control. You see the cartridge.
yes.
When you take the cartridge for the 2600, it has the name here. So when you put it up on the shelf, you can see what it is.
Yeah.
This one, you actually had to pull out every joint and look at it because you can't tell which one it is.
All right, 2 things, Brandon. 2 things. 1, I don't have insurance on my show. 2, you can't be outshining me in my own show. Okay, so sit your ass back and let me control the show. All right. So yes, he's right. Everything he's
Give me
saying
the
is
old
correct.
control.
Now take both of them real quick. Take both real quick. All right. So real quick, and they also had layouts that you could put. I have it on this. This is a football game. We're not even going to show the gameplay of this, but it was a screen that you put on the layout on a button. You see, show them right there with the button. You put it right there. The screen, the layout. You put it on the button right there. You lay it on the front, and that's how you crush your,
Like that.
yes.
Oh,
And it
wow.
came with all the games, so you can know which button is which. Really suck. But anyway,
Oh, it snaps in there. That's crazy.
yeah, it sucked. So like I said, this came out.
Yeah. See, now you put the layout, but you can't do that here.
It's still horrible, Brent. Anyway,
Yeah. It is.
so but he's right. It was another version that had the 4 ports. That one was very dangerous because it was, you hook it up to the TV and you plug the power outlet into the TV too, and it got all the juice from this one thing, and it was very dangerous.
It was an adapter in the back.
It was an adapter in the back, and it was asking for fire. It was asking for a fire hazard. Ridiculous. They didn't care about us back in the days. So, Brent's
Well, the
bringing my stuff
back
up
in the day, remember we was using the you had to switch to the UHF. They
Okay.
don't know what the UHF.
Yeah. They don't know what that is. But yes, you had to switch it. That was a signal that you plug in the TV. The devil horns. You talking about the devil picks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was how that was. He's gonna try to put it in there.
This is how it would go.
You can't put it in there, Brent. You're
Yeah.
gonna listen.
Watch.
All right.
You just didn't know how to do it.
Why he's about to break my joystick? It's the only joystick I have that works. The thing's not messed up. He's about to put it in there and break it. This is the approval point. And it's not going to fit in there. Look, Brent. And now my joystick is broke. Anyway, so we're gonna go with some of the games, man. I'm gonna go into the games. But anyway,
That's how it went.
all right, I hear you. I
That's
hear
how
you.
you transported it. You put the other one in there, and then.
So
it
show
came
them. Never
with two
see it. Look, he
controllers.
showed you. Look, he put it in there. Bam. Oh, see? Break it. This is a joy. This is an episode that we're breaking up all my. But it don't matter because I have two of these.
That's not.
So anyway, no, it's all good. Anyway, we're gonna go with the games.
And that's how you would transport.
Well, this is how the 7800 cartridges came in the box, right? I don't really have the boxes for this, but this is the 7800 when it came out in '86 to compete with the Nintendo, and it f***ed up. Now leave it there. Don't worry about it.
It's not broke.
So now it is. Anyway, listen.
It's not
This one right here is a 7800 cartridge. This is competing with the Nintendo, and it was horrible. But the games I want to go over, I'm gonna see if you remember these games, Brennan. You remember Cupid?
Yes.
What do you remember about this game?
Cubert.
Cupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got the wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. That
What you
was like-
remember?
That reminds me of Bubble Bobble, but you had to jump on the squares. The pyramid.
This is nothing like Bubble Bobble. You had to jump on the square. You had to touch every square, and you
gotta
had a whole
jump on
bunch
the
of
squares,
little.
but you see how Cubert looks?
Yes.
He bounces around.
Yes.
Right after that, it came the Bubble Bobble. It looks just like him, except you don't have a nose.
Okay. Next game, Popeye.
No.
Oh, that
I don't
one.
remember that.
You remember Popeye? Remember in the arcade?
Yeah, I remember that.
What you remember in the arcade?
You had to eat the spinach to get stronger. That's it.
No, in the arcade,
You had to go find the little spinach, the little floating spinach.
it was olive oil on the top. She was blowing you kisses and everything like that. And Brutus, that's his name.
Yeah.
He used to come down there and he used to try to, tear it up. You cannot beat him. You can only punch the bottles, but you have to get the spinach in order to knock his ass out.
Right.
But you had to get all the hearts, and then you get up there and everything.
Yeah, I didn't ride with Popeye alone.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
What about Berserk?
No.
You don't know about Berserk? So what games did you play on this, Brett?
Joust.
Joust. I do have Joust, but I don't think I have it out with me.
Joust.
But anyway, Berserk was like a little man. You go around. It was pretty cool. It was like different areas, different rooms. You start shooting these little monsters. Then it's like this little happy face come out, and he just go ape, and he start chasing you and shit. And it's crazy. It's a crazy thing, man. It's real crazy.
Play Joust on here, Donkey Kong.
What about
Maybe it was Mario Brothers.
this? This one. Show the people that one.
Yes.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Now the problem was with the joystick, you couldn't play this game with this controller
Why?
because this controller was sucked. You would run into the wall, bam.
Yes.
And you'd be trying to turn, and you'd be pulling your joystick, and that's how you would mess the joystick up trying to do games like this was better for like pole position,
Yes.
spy games, any kind of like driving game. But Pac-Man, no bueno.
Yeah. You'll break your joystick playing this
Matter
game.
of fact,
with this.
Miss Pac-Man came out on this joint too.
What about minus 2049?
Absolutely.
Oh, what was games you had on this thing?
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug. I have Dig Dug. Okay. This is a good game, Minus. This is a really good game. It was like a set up like Mario with Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, you go up to the top, but you have to touch every part of the floor. When you touch every part of the floor, and you got stuff chasing you, trying to get you or whatever like that. But once you cover all ground, then you go to the next level. So this is a good game. Actually, this is really expensive. If you want to get this, it's probably like, for the Atari 5200, probably like $40, $50. If you want to get this
crazy.
down. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, whatever. All right, what about Congo Bongo?
Congo Bongo.
That is the fake Donkey Kong. It's the same thing. It's a monkey throwing at you when you're trying to climb over. And as you see in the gameplay, it's like at an angle where you're just trying to go up and,
Sega. You know what the problem was with this? Also, the 2600 was really, really popular. It had a lot of games. So when this came out, the assumption was you were going to be able to play those games on here. This was like the first system that made the mistake. Oh, what you doing?
Oh, no. Gotta keep going.
This the first mistake they made. They didn't make this compatible with the system before. Then ColecoVision came out and Nintendo came out, and what they did was they made sure that their games played the 2600. You can take the Genesis joystick
Yes,
and put it in the 2600?
absolutely. That's a fact. Did you
But
know that
you
you
cannot
could?
take the 52 Atari 5200 and put it inside the 2600.
That is a fact. Yes,
You know. Also, I didn't know that it was two separate companies.
yes. Well, Brendan is coming on my show trying to outstage me on my. But yes, he
Atari
came
was
prepared.
two separate companies. I
Yes.
thought they was all the same.
Yes.
But no, the people who made this and the people who made the 2600 were under the same company in two separate divisions.
That's
in
why I had to get a shot
competition with
because
each other.
I can't this guy. All right, what about Gremlins?
Wow.
You remember this game?
Gremlins, Gizmo, Spike.
Have you played on the 5200? Because they had it on the 7800 as well.
No.
All right, on the 5200,
We moved on from that quickly.
you had to save all the gizmos and like you had to collect them and before the gremlins get them and kill them, and then you had like a little sword and you just spin it around. It was very hard to play, but that's actually a good game. It's not that bad for the 5200.
Yeah.
No?
Nah.
All right, maybe something more you familiar with. What about? I know you know this one.
For the 5200, it was the Breakout. It was the Dig Dug. It was the Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers.
Most
You remember
definitely.
playing that version?
Yeah. This I remember.
Well, if you know,
Yeah,
then you know that version sucks.
It does.
It's horrible. It's not like the arcade. It's horrible.
No, it's absolutely not. Like
And
that.
you try and play that with this joystick, forget it.
Right.
So yeah, that right
Left
there
and
sucks.
right, left. Yeah. I told you this was better for like driving games. This was like when pole position came out and stuff like that.
Well, I do have pole position, but yeah. So as you said, he said earlier, Dig Dug. This is my favorite game, Dig Dug, for the 5200. What you
Right.
talking about the game? How you remember about it?
You got to dig underground,
Yes.
and they would chase you. And yeah, it's a hard game.
Yeah. But what do you mean chase you? What do you do? What's your weapon? You remember the weapon?
It was an axe
Axe.
or pickaxe.
What you? Hell no. It
What
was
was that you was digging with?
No, you go through the thing, but you got like a little Ghostbuster little twirly thing, and go, and you blow them up, and you pop out of them.
A Ghostbuster twirling.
Yeah, that's what I would call it. I think everybody in the designation would call it the same. I'm saying it, but yeah, you don't remember? It's like a little thing. You see him putting it? He's putting it in his mouth right there. It's like a little
blow 'em up.
Yeah, blow him up.
Okay.
Good game. I recommend this game. This is stamped approved by Amillieo. All right.
Dig that.
I got a lot, but I want to go over a
He's
few
running
more.
around looking like a astronaut.
Vanguard. You remember Vanguard?
No.
Don't worry about it. It sucks anyway. You see the gameplay, side view.
No, it was good. The Space Invaders and the Defender.
Defender. We're gonna do one last game here. We're gonna do if I can find it, Jungle Hunt.
Jungle
You know about
Hunt.
Jungle Hunt?
This is what is Jumanji the first.
It's like
First
with Pitfall.
version.
It went against Pitfall, something
Yeah,
like
you had
that.
to swing over the alligators and stuff.
Yeah, but that's Pitfall. This you just swinging over from the drip, just going over that, just going crazy or whatever like that. So
Terrible.
terrible, right?
Terrible.
So the best game you say is what again that you will play on it?
Breakout,
Breakout,
Dig Dug,
Dig Dug,
Joust,
Joust.
Pole Position.
Okay,
That's about it.
that's about it.
Yep. This like right here on the controller. This used to tear,
Yep.
right? And then once that tear, it was a wrap after that. I mean, the coolest thing about it was you had the side buttons for shooting.
No, it was revolutionary with the whole controller. It was awesome,
Right, 'cause
but they
remember-
was the first to
Atari had that one button.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one, it was like, oh, you got the side buttons, you got the shoot, and you can press pause, get up and go do what you got to do, come back and start it up. You couldn't pause on the 2600. That's the only thing that was better. But the problem was, it didn't have enough games and it wasn't compatible with the first system.
True.
Then the ColecoVision came out.
We ain't talking about Cleveland. This is straight 5200. We talking about this beautiful
just telling you
big
why-
ass
why.
system right now.
Yeah, and it was heavy as heavy.
Yes. My arm is still hurting because I lifted that. Shit
What?
up, man.
You would wrap up your joints, you put your two controllers in, you carry it all in one shot.
Yes.
Atari.
So that's the 5200 all in a nutshell. I'm telling you, if you want to collect for the system, it's not hard to get. Well, it's kind of hard to get a little bit, but it's very cheap if you do find it. It's not like crazy with the retro prices right now. You can get something like this for maybe $100 or whatever like that for the system alone. Like I said, the joysticks does not work. This one worked, but now it probably don't work because he did some dumb shit, but that's another story, whatever. But whatever.
It's not broken.
Well, the back of the shit sure is broken, but it is what it is, man. But you want to say any shout outs? Want to say anything to the Dungeon Nation crew out there?
Absolutely. I want to shout out PUBG.
PUBG crew, yeah. That they
time, apply pressure, fold,
okay,
uptown cat.
yeah. Now, Ram?
That's pressure.
Oh, my bad, yeah. All right, my bad. Yeah, so, all right, so I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the 5200, man. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but if y'all have not yet done, do so, as in subscribe, view, and share. I want to thank you again, Brendan. I have a gift for you for coming on my show because I started it with Crystal. I want to give you this shirt for coming on my show. That's a Nintendo tree, family tree thing, man. I appreciate you coming all the way out here to come on my show. I think we went longer than what we did. And I don't have, next time I'll get insurance on my show.
Shirt, yo.
The next time I'm getting insurance on my show because he's breaking up my here, man. But until next time, once again, as always, enjoy the outro of my man, Miss Magic with the cold blooded killer. Until next time, peace out.
I don't got time for that. Then I'm gonna sit here, go through all the other paperwork I did by playing a game.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Are you kidding me? You Call of Duty. I just want to
Share this video.
I don't want to do homework. Now I'm not even gonna
Click the bell.
I'm about to play some Madden, bro.